Hello, hello. Welcome. Hopefully everything is all right. I think I started a couple seconds early, but oh well. Welcome. Happy Monday. Oops, I forgot to click off the video where I popped out the chat. Oopsies. You would think that I would have all of this like down pat, like everything lined up and everything, but oh well. Anyway, hello, happy Monday, happy beginning of the next week. We have 2 weeks left in quarter 2, which seems a little bizarre that it is already that point in the year. So this weekend next, start sort of thinking about second half of the year, third quarter, planning for that. What kind of projects are you wanting to do? Whether you're going to participate in Camp Nano and Nano Official and in quarter 3, that kind of stuff. We are already at that point, but yesterday I did some editing. Today I think I'm likely going to do some more editing. I think. Yes, probably. It's just like my brain has been on the editing train since I edited a little bit yesterday. But Wednesday I may not be here. I'm still trying to figure out the timeline of things, but Bestie has the day off because it's Juneteenth. So we're going to meet for coffee at a coffee shop that has how do I want it? They are based on their philanthropic endeavors. So like the company, it's a franchise, small franchise, but a lot of the profits go towards enabling those with disabilities to, one, fund them to have better life, train them in various jobs and that kind of thing. So I think they initially started because of family members with Down syndrome. So we're going to go check out the cafe, see how that goes. And so I'm not entirely sure what our timeline is. So, but if I wind up having to cancel the stream, I will put up the picture poll as a community post so you can still vote on it. Which, let me, okay. Present, share screen, window. Here's today's. So we have Grandfather Scholar on the left or Grandfather Fishman on the right. That's just what I called them because I was like, what do they look like? So he's got a blue collar or like a fold down collar. So I imagine him being like a scholarly lecturer of some kind. And this elderly gentleman looks like a happy fisherman. I don't know. Anyway, so that's today's. This is Wednesdays. So Wednesdays, if I am not going to be able to stream, I will put up a community post for the poll voting for this picture. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there, but that's just on my brain. So, because I'm like, I try to remember to tell you if I'm not going to be or like might not be here. So this is my warning of like, I'll try and post and once I know timeline wise what we're doing. So anyway, that is that. It was not very interesting, but that is that. The other interesting thing, or well, slightly more interesting thing, is I got my dad a calendar of like one a day, just like oddball facts, like weird, off the wall facts. And so he hands me some regularly, just as sort of like, hey, you should probably know this too. Anyway, apparently giraffes can't yawn. That was one of the facts that he handed me today. Giraffes cannot yawn. They are apparently the only vertebrate who researchers have observed that cannot yawn. And the research suggests that because of the way that their organs and their blood circulation functions, they do not need to yawn. And I was like, there's a reason we yawn. So I had to go look it up. So yeah, apparently we yawn when our body feels like we don't have enough oxygen. And so giraffes, apparently because of the way their blood circulation and organs function, in order to efficiently absorb more oxygen, because it's a lot of length to get the blood and the oxygen to the brain. Anyway, so apparently we yawn because our bodies want more oxygen. But then I'm like, well, then how come yawning is contagious? Does like one person yawning suddenly suck the oxygen out of the room, and so then like the other person is deprived of more oxygen? I don't understand the science of yawning. So if somebody has done a deep dive hyper focus into yawning and the science of yawning, let me know. What are the outcomes of your research? Because I was just like, how does that work? Because I was initially thinking maybe they didn't need to yawn because they had some sort of like cud. But then because I was like, do cows yawn? And apparently, yes, they do. So that was sort of like meandering path of like weird things. But anyway, so yeah, so apparently giraffes can't yawn because they don't need to. And I still have no idea why human yawning is contagious. But there you go. That is the weirdness that we were talking about this morning in our household. So there you go. Happy to share with you. Macaroni Magpie says, hello, welcome. Monique is going to be working on a chapter of your fanfic today. Excellent. Which fanfic are you working on, and what chapter are you going to be on? Macaroni says, can't believe how far into June we are, right? Yeah, already the 17th. I was going to say 16th, but that was yesterday. It's already the 17th of June. It's insane. Megan is going to be doing Camp Nano, yes. Or is thinking about it, depending on what the ... means. Maybe. Monique says, I'm hoping to edit chapter 28. Okay, excellent. Megan says also, hello. Hello, welcome. Monique has a question. If you extend things and edit the rest of your novel during July, do you think that you can also do the proofreading and formatting and have the novel ready to publish by October? I think it depends on how much time you are willing to put in, and how efficient you are at proofreading. And formatting, I know, can be frustrating, at least at the beginning, if you are learning it. Because I always find the formatting that I have done to be very finicky, fiddly, lots of little adjustments. And you have to be willing to put up with that. So if you are good with teeny tiny details over lengths of time, or you find that you can, when you feel yourself getting frustrated, put a stop to it and then come back to it later once you've had a break or the next day or whatever. But yeah, it's absolutely doable. I think you can do it. But again, this depends on how much time you have to give to the project. So, or are willing, because there's lots of time between now and October. But like, depending on life, depending on all the other things. But yeah, I think you can absolutely do it. But again, take that with a grain of salt. Like with yourself, sort of map out what life things you are planning between now and October, and see whether or not you are actually going to have time to do it. And also make sure that your family members and partners and whoever are in your life know, like, hey, I'm going to be spending some devoted time with this, which means that when I say I gotta work, it becomes a no disturb time. Elizabeth says hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. You haven't had time to write in over a week, so you're struggling to get yourself working on anything today. If you want, you can do morning pages, or you could do a flash fiction piece, or writing prompt-wise. So like if you like either one of these two elderly gentlemen as a character for like a wise character or wisecracker in your story, or build a story around them. Maybe they're an NPC and they give your hero a quest, whatever it is. CB says hello. We do have stuff like that here, but it's weak. The cafes, yes, and not every disabled person is entitled to participate, which is annoying. Yeah, and this again, I don't know everything about their philanthropic endeavors, but I'm interested in it, and it'd be kind of cool. She's Bestie was the one who found it, and so we're gonna go and check it out. It'll be fun. CB says I'm currently reading. Excellent. Cool Gamer is here and says hello everybody. Hello, welcome. Snakes do not have eyelids. Correct. But I think they have some sort of film that acts kind of as an eyelid in some ways. It's like a protective covering anyway, I think. Yawning is for regaining oxygen, and then alternately for showing tiredness and boredness. Somewhat, yeah. Tessa says hello everybody. Hello, welcome. Welcome. We're prone, humans are prone to imitating each other, yes. It is a social species thing, yes, true. Contagious yawning probably has nothing to do even talking about it. Sorry, y'all. Contagious yawning probably has something to do with ennui or boredom, because it used to happen every Monday morning and Tuesday morning math class. It happens all the time. And that's like, there have been social experiments on it of like, sending one person in like the subway car or the train car, cable car, whatever, and just have one person yawn and then see how long it takes for somebody else to yawn. And it's a very short period of time, generally. And then it kind of sets everybody off. Math class was one of the best classes. Clearly, those were yawns of excitement. Clearly. Absolutely. Miranda, okay, so you're working on Miranda Tavares in the World's Stage, Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3. Fanfic-wise, it's Chapter 20. Gotcha. Okay, so you're working on Chapter 20 and editing Chapter 28. Okay. Is the 28 the... from the same fanfic or different fanfic? When you're sledge-brained simpleton, math is not. I'm pretty sure Macaroni Magpie was being facetious. I'm pretty sure. I think it's a protective membrane. Yeah. All the discussion of yawning makes me want to nap. Yes. Thog says, I just woke up. Welcome to the land of the waking. Math was by far your worst subject in school, and it's hereditary. I think math was also probably my worst. Although as the sciences got more sciencey, they included more math, which meant that was also became kind of a problem. So yeah, but oh well. I can do basic math, which is most of what I need for everyday life. Occasionally, I need some geometry, which really sucks because I hate spatial recognition is not my forte by any means. And so I need a little. I need some props and tools and things for that, because geometry and spatial recognition are not they're not easy for me. The best thing that I have found for spatial geometry in my room that I use all the time is I made to scale model slips of paper, the size of each of my pieces of furniture. And then I have a graph paper that has a to scale drawing of my room, because that way I can move furniture around on the paper to make sure that when I decide and get the bug to rearrange my room again, that it will actually function. So that is, and I can rearrange that like 20 times before deciding, oh, this layout might work. And then I can move my furniture, and it's much better that way than just trying it all willy-nilly and then having it not work. So, your mother got a 2 out of 50 on a geometry test once, and they got kicked out of the class. Ooh. Was geometry an elective then? Yeah, that was, I'm like, what the? It was the 1960s. Okay. I don't know. That just, yeah, I guess I'm looking at it from a lens of more modern education where they don't kick anybody out at anything. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a card for today. Have I watched any of Howie Hua, who makes math super fun? I have not, so I will have to check him out. CB says, yep, I'm surprised I didn't meet the same fate in your math class. Probably got something to do with being a special ed kid in the UK's laws on disability. Maybe. Thomas A. Hunt, hello, says, hey, y'all. Hello, welcome. I had pineapple the other night and I thought about you. Anyway, so today we have the scarab. So here's our scarab friend. Magic works through you. I'm trying to, I don't know that there is a particular, the design on the scarab's back looks pretty abstract. I don't know that it is meant to be anything. So, but there it is. There's our scarab. I had it and then I missed it. So anyway, here we go. Here's our scarab beetle. Magic works through you. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered for the creative magic of the scarab. I don't know why this is difficult for me to say today, but apparently it is. So the scarab beetle was revered for the creative magic of the scarab beetle, reminds us that we can bring forth something extraordinary, seemingly out of thin air. Whenever you let your creativity flow through you, the scarab reminds you that the spirit has given you the gift of infinite potential. You have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose the old, for the universe creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you feel replenished and vitalized as you make magic with what is at hand. Now is a time for great optimism, for you can accomplish anything you desire and your creative endeavors will come to fruition. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will appear seemingly out of nowhere as you allow the universe to work through you and magically manifest what you need. So there you go. There's our nice scarab beetle for today. All right. Susie says I'm allergic to math. Yes. Monique was going to pull 2 cards, one for the fanfic and one for your novel. Nice. In the 60s, they taught math as 5 separate subjects. I mean, they still teach math kind of as a separate disciplines. So, alrighty, let's go ahead and get a timer going. Present, share screen, share screen. 30 minutes. Okay. And the banner. All right, let's go ahead and get this ready. So if you have not already been working today, now is a great time to pull up whatever document you think you're going to be working on. So I've pulled up mine. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, make sure you straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how was that? We are currently on page 4. Nope. Well, almost on page 4. How are we doing? How is that? We're editing. I am editing. You may be also editing. Either way. Progress. Here again is our picture poll for today. Grandfather Scholar or Grandfather Fisherman. So there is our characters. Again, you may pick, feel free to pick based on looks as well if they inspire you for something other than a scholar and a fisherman. That is perfectly fine. That was what I named them. So, let's see. Monique had pulled the Knight of Wands and the King of Cups for your 2 different projects. Nice. The pineapple. They're having a beat the heat down at Jim Bob's. Fresh pineapples are $2 each. Canned pineapples are 10 cents a can. Pineapple ice cream is $3 a gallon. Pineapple smoothies are buy one, get one. Nice. All the pineapple things. Let's see. Monique finished, or is mostly finished with chapter 20 of your fanfic. You just need to figure out a closer for it. And you're also finishing up chapter 28 of your novel right now, which is excellent. Heather says hello. Hello. Monique made it onto chapter 29. Excellent. Heather has been in the DMs. You're working on many things this afternoon. You had a lot of things going on this morning, errands and such. Gotcha. Heather says, hey, great job to Monique. Thomas says, I had to go roll down the windows in your truck. It's 98 in the shade here. Then you had a tuna sandwich for lunch, and you went and searched for pineapple float recipes. Oh, and you did open all of the documents. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, the summer heat is going to be here. And that's what my car is black, so I have to all the windows get rolled down when I get in it because it functions like an oven. So Kara, hello, welcome. You finally finished the first draft of the sweet second chance holiday romance you've been working on sporadically over the course of the year. Yay! Excellent. That's awesome. Now to start cleaning it up. Yes. Excellent. Tessa says, I finished all of my blog comments, but you still have some prompts to do. Gotcha. Okay. Megan says, I got ready for the day to sprint and checked some things off of my to-do list. Fantastic. Macaroni Magpie says, worked on a grad class assignment instead of writing. Hey, assignments get done. That means you're making room for writing later. It's an assignment you got an extension on because you were out of town last week, so it does need to get done. Yes. Yes, that is perfectly acceptable to work on. Funky Sai made it. Hello, hello. Welcome. Funky says, hey to Tessa. All right. So now we can swap over to second sprint. And let's see. Let's do the Babbling Brook. Do. Maybe, if I can find it again. There it is. All right, so second sprint is the self-promo sprint, which means make sure you do self-promo for all your writing adjacent things. So if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, website, blogs, social media handles, etc., make sure you share about those. Just remember that if you do not have a blue wrench, you will not be able to post direct links. That being said, please do make sure that you do some self-promo. Let us know where to find you. And yeah, make sure you subscribe and follow your fellow writers in the chat. And also, if you are not subscribed here, please consider it. Now your regular reminders. 1, save your document. Saved. Number 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, pull your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how was that? Did you have a good sprint? I think it was a relatively good sprint. I've gone through 9 pages, I think. So, pretty good. Let's see. Ashley popped in and says hello. Hello. Becca is also here. Hello. Had to feed your cousin's cats, so you're a bit late. That is perfectly fine. I asked if you squished their toe beans for us. Monique cut out some repetitive stuff from chapter 29. It turned out to be 2 short scenes, but you feel good about it. Excellent. Tessa is working on the memoir. It's now much longer than it was before because you had to add another part of your life to make it work right. And you're going to keep Megan in mind when it's done. Monique says, definitely want to add something to chapter 29, a bit where Jane talks with her old friend Letitia. Letitia is going to be kidnapped in a later chapter. Becca says, the cousin's cats are the sweetest. One plopped onto your lap immediately. Felt bad when you had to leave. Aww, so cute. But you are on to working on your 80-page thesis. It's due on Sunday. Ooh, what page are you on now? Yep. Diane slides into the back row. Very nice. I'm trying to remember how long my review for my master's wound up being. So I did a literature review, comprehensive literature review on writing workshops for one aspect of my coursework. And then I did the action project where we implemented something in the classroom and we had to write about how that went, like what was our hypothesis for how it was going, what were the measures, all that kind of fun stuff. And I'm trying to remember how long that ultimately wound up being. And I do not remember. It has been that long. It feels like. I know I have it printed out somewhere, but we essentially had to make like a brochure that had the basics of it and give those and then do a presentation on it. But yeah. So I think only one of our professors read our thesis, and the rest of the panel essentially just read the brochure and then listened to our presentation. So Diane slid into the back row. Nice. Excellent. And I waved hello. Brooke is here and says hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Funky says to Diane, nice to see you back there. Shall we throw some paper airplanes? Ashley's like, yes, throw the paper airplanes. Do we have a paper airplane emoji? No, we have airplanes, but we apparently don't have paper airplanes. Macaroni Magpie got the cat litter box scooped, trash taken out, some textbook reading done, but you really need to start writing next, friend. Yes. I guess trying not to get overwhelmed by the massive assignment. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. Author Thomas A. Hunt says, if you haven't already hit the like button and the subscribe, check it out. Yes, thank you very much. Diane is working on a newsletter for an organization that you volunteer at. Nice. Macaroni Magpie is like, that's a lot of pages. What's the thesis about? Ashley says, my favorite local writing conference I've gone to in the past 6 years was this past Saturday, and you forgot to buy a ticket and missed it. Oh, no. Thomas says, I'm curious, what's the writing conference? I need to check and see if there's really some that are pretty local or if they're all going to be in Atlanta. Thomas says, find out information about my work in progress here. And here's the link for the website. Elizabeth says, I'm making headway on the 24-hour, with the 24-hour book turned into 1 week book. You'll have it done by Saturday, which is still amazing, as long as you keep talking it down so you don't go all perfectionist on it, right? Yes. 165 words for Thomas. Kara says, moving along, you asked your first Coast Romance Writers family to give you some advice on the blurb for your story that you are arranging your chapters to start your edits. Excellent. Macaroni Magpie. Becca says, it's a comprehensive digital marketing plan. Yep. Heather says, I worked on my family channel for a bit and then had some more DMs to do, or handle. Tessa was distracted. Your granddaughter just got named valedictorian. Yay! She already graduated with an associate's degree, and she's just graduating from high school this year. That's impressive. That is very impressive. Funky says, that's the kind of thing I procrastinated on college instead of almost 2 days. 2 days and straight. Somehow I got an A. Yeah, I started writing my literature review paper the night before it was due. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Elizabeth says, that's great. Congratulations to Tessa. Yes. Diane says, I often wish I had done my master's on something writing related. There were aspects of it that were very interesting, but again, because I was in for teaching English, only some of it was dedicated to writing. Funky's excited to see Heather. Macaroni says to Elizabeth, awesome and cheering you on. You can absolutely get it done by Saturday, and go you. Diane says, congratulations to Tessa. Brooke is doing well. You are editing some old family photos. Nice. Good. Tessa says, thanks everyone. We are so proud of her, as you should be, because that's awesome. It's awesome. Elizabeth says, thank you to Macaroni Magpie. Elizabeth says, okay, so your favorite local conference it's called Crime Wave in Portland, Maine at USM. It's for crime writing. Like true crime writing or mysteries or all of the above. Macaroni Magpie says to Diane, I've thought about going back for my master's in English, but if I go part-time, I'll have to pay for it myself because I only get reimbursed for chemistry classes. Oh. Interesting. Surely you could get like a technical writing class because you need writing skills for that kind of thing, right? Surely you can get at least one technical writing class paid for. Surely. Anyway, Heather says hi to Funky. Thomas says, I started my capstone the day before it was due. We are all terrible examples. Terrible, terrible examples. Diane says, Heather throws paper airplane at Heather's head. Oops. It's coffee time. Because I know it's coffee for you instead of tea. Look at all this procrastinators on the Dawdling Writer Channel. Right? Right. It's not really a surprise there, is it? High fives, Diane, for the airplane. Lolling at Funky. Yes. Hashtag team procrastination. Yep. That's, I mean, it is what it is. So, of course, by the time you're in grad school, like generally, we should know better, but none of us do. None of us do. I don't think I have met a single person in grad school that, well, I do know a couple that would like do everything front loaded, so that they could just not think about it. Yes, Megan, procrastinators unite tomorrow. That is the vibe. That is the vibe. uh, alrighty, let's go ahead and do another sprint. I've already got the banner. Present, share screen. We'll just go ahead and do the Babbling Brook again. All right. All us procrastinators need another sprint focus. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure that you're not slouching too much. Diane, can you throw a paper airplane at it? Would that work? 3 is straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back. And 4 is if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How is that sprint? I am now on page of my okay, so I think I've done, there were 3 in that scene, 2 in the other, and I'm now, okay, so I'm on my 7th page since the last sprint. So 7 pages. Not as great as the time before, but not bad. There was a little bit more to futz with, and I had to go look up some notes in one of the notebooks back here. Is what it is. But progress. So yay. Let's see, just at the beginning of that sprint, or just before the beginning of that sprint, the old Mac, Diane's old Mac was frozen and didn't want to do what Diane needed it to do. Funky was like, when in doubt, reboot. Yeah, sometimes that works. And it says, got distracted with the chat and forgot that it was the second sprint, so no promo, but next time. Diane tried throwing a paper plane at it, praying it worked. Hopefully it did. If not, rebooting. Yes, somebody has to do the procrastination later. Yes. You're currently curled up like a cozy little worm. You cannot straighten your spine and push your shoulders back. That's fine. That's fine. If you are curled up and ready for like napping, that's fine. Heather says, I did some filming for my family channel, but now that I've done some writing unrelated to things, I need to work on my authortube writing conference presentation. Excellent. Macaroni Magpie successfully managed to open your Scrivener document and go, yep, that sure is a Scrivener document. Send help. Do you perchance need to get up out of your cozy little curled status to go use the restroom? Because sometimes I find that just getting out from under the covers sort of changes things. Becca says, I decided to eat lunch a little early so I could procrastinate working on that thesis. Yep. But you are up to page 25, though. So, ooh, that's not bad. That is not bad. And you have until Sunday. So, yeah, that is pretty good progress. For sure. Funky says, I may have gotten some writing done. Ooh, nice. Kara is beginning the analysis of your chapters. Ooh, are you using like something like Pro Writing Aid? Because I know that helps a lot of people do self-editing rounds. Tessa says, still working on the prompts, and Grammarly has some new options available, and it is working better again. Yay! Fantastic. You think you have to renew it now? Come to, ooh, I wonder if it was giving you issues because you were needed to renew it at some point. Because I don't know if all things do this, but like for sure, I know that my antivirus software does this, that it'll be quietly working. Like it won't find too many things because I don't go to like dangerous sites or whatever, but like it'll occasionally find some stuff. But like the months leading up to when it needs to be renewed, oh boy howdy does it find things. And boy howdy does it let me know. It's like, see, we're working. We're working, we promise. Don't you want to give us more money again? Yeah, maybe that's just antivirus software. Elizabeth just grabbed some ice cream. It's really hot here, and it was a nice break. Excellent. We've got some bananas. I could do some frozen banana slices. We've also got raspberries. I don't know how frozen raspberries would be. Has anybody done that? I feel like it's fine, but I feel like that would go more in like sangria or something. But anyway. Thomas wants to know, when does AuthorTube Writing Conference start? Is that this coming weekend? Is that right? Funky's like, yay! Becca's one of us. Becca says, I'm thinking it'll be around 60 to 70 pages. So when you think of it that way, you're almost to the halfway point. There you go. Trying to stay positive, right? Yeah. Becca says to Funky. Interesting thought. I mean, that's the thing. Like when it comes to annual subscription things, they'll work quietly in the background for the most of the time. And then like when you need, like when their anniversary is coming up is when they start being a little bit more obnoxious about it. So you're using AutoCrit. That you do have pro writing aid set up in the pipe with suggestions. Okay, nice. To pipe in with suggestions. Funky's like, ice cream. I know my mom is impatiently waiting for the new Costco ad to come into effect. There's like a gap between when the ads are active, and they've got Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars on sale for starting on the 19th. So my mom she's gone through the brochure several times, and she keeps going, ice cream. So I know what she's going to bring home on the 19th. Starts on the last Friday of the month. Okay, so that would be the 28th. And runs all weekend. Excellent. Thomas says thank you. Yes. Alrighty, y'all. It is 3:14. So I think that's going to be it for us today. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh, right. I need to do the picture poll. The picture poll. So in terms of Grandfather Scholar or Grandfather Fisherman, Grandfather Scholar has won by 70%, and Grandfather Fisherman got 30%. Excellent. All right. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna, because of timing going out with Bestie for coffee on Wednesday. I don't know if we're going to make it back in time to do the stream. So if I do not make it back in time for the stream, I will announce it, and I will put this poll up as a community post poll so that you can still vote on which character you would pick. So there is that. So this will be Wednesdays, and then this will be Fridays. Kara's like, my son and I are due for a Costco run. We'll have to grab the Haagen-Dazs bars too. Yeah, well, and I don't know if it's the same brochure, like state to state or region to region. I don't know. They might be. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But yeah, Haagen-Dazs, it's like either a box of, I think it's the box of 15. Mom really likes the Kirkland ice cream bars as well, and they come in a box of 18. But they are not on sale this time. I was bugging her because they have bulgogi mandu, which is like dumplings, but it's got bulgogi in it, the beef. I'm like, I want these. It's a 3-pound bag of them. So I'm like, I want these. So that is what our 19th run is going to be. It's for ice cream bars and bulgogi mandu. So, among other things, but those are the 2 primary things that we circled from the brochure. So Heather says, bye everybody, great job. Haagen-Dazs for all. Yes, the Oprah gift. Yes. Kara says, thank you so much. You're welcome. Dog's laughing at the Oprah. Haagen-Dazs for you. Haagen-Dazs for you. Brooke says, thanks so much. You're welcome. Thank you. Again, hopefully I will see y'all in the comments. If I don't, I will see y'all maybe on Wednesday, definitely on Friday. But look out for the community post for us. All right. Thanks. Bye. Don't forget to save.